Jimmy Butler, a name that is synonymous with grit, determination, and winning basketball. But lately, his name has meant a few more things than that. Dramatic, chaotic, petty. But even with the negative opinions growing, no one can deny that Jimmy Butler is a very talented and impactful NBA star. And after months of speculation, rumors, and nasty behind-the-scenes stories, Jimmy has put the Miami Heat behind him and is playing for the Golden State Warriors.
Ooh, Jimmy looks good in that uniform.
Is he key to one more championship for Steph Curry? Before we can talk about what the Jimmy Butler trade brings to the team, let's examine where the Warriors are right now. In short, things aren't looking real good in the Bay Area. Steph Curry is still Steph Curry. Even at 36 years old, he remains a generational talent who can single-handedly win games, and there is no doubt that he's the best NBA shooter of all time.
Final 3 seconds. Steph between the whole roster and threw it in.
Tracked that one perfectly without fouling.
Curry for 3 again. Steph.
Then we have up-and-coming stars such as Brandon Pajemski and Jonathan Kuminga, who are ready to carry the torch after Curry retires. And Draymond Green, well, he's had his problems over the years, but he's still the heart and soul of the team and a defensive maestro and playmaking savant. And let's not forget about head coach Steve Kerr. He had radically transformed this team since taking it over and turned them into a dynasty and one of the most historic squads of all time. But even with all these masters of the game working on their behalf, something's been missing. The Warriors haven't been the same dominant force since their last championship in 2022. Age, injuries, and a lack of consistent secondary scoring have held them back. Plus, they lost Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks and weren't able to replace him with an A-list All-Star. Meanwhile, the Western Conference has only improved and the Warriors have kept falling behind. So it's clear that they need a spark. Someone who can elevate them back into title contention. Enter Jimmy Butler. But wait, if you want more great NBA videos like this one, you need to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Why? Well, it raises awareness about the channel, connects us to more viewers, and will move us in the right direction. The NBA is thriving and there is so much to talk about. Don't you want to be part of the conversation? So come on, what are you waiting for? Let's grow this channel. Jimmy Butler isn't just a star, he's a winner. He's the guy who took the Miami Heat to 2 NBA Finals in 4 years, despite not having a super team. Butler is a two-way monster, a lockdown defender who can guard the opposing team's best player and a clutch scorer who thrives in high-pressure moments. He's not afraid of the big stage, and his leadership is second to none. But how exactly does he fit with the Warriors? First, let's talk offense. The Warriors system is built on ball movement, spacing, and unselfish play. They do that better than anyone else and need a star who can fit right into their offensive schemes.
Quarter, how he's really led this team in scoring again. A steal. Here he comes.
Team connected by toughness and skill. There's a steal by Jimmy Butler, racing ahead of the field for the jam. Well, the points coming in off defense.
By 4, Irving and Dragic in the Brooklyn backcourt. Kyrie, a wizard with the ball, yet it's sent back by Jimmy Butler.
Team connect.
Jimmy Butler can do that. He's a proven elite playmaker who can create his own shot and set up teammates. Butler can expertly run the pick and roll with Draymond Green or kick it out to Steph or Pods for open threes. He's also a master of the mid-range game, an area where the Warriors have struggled at times. Butler's ability to score in isolation gives Golden State another weapon in crunch time, which is something they've lacked since Kevin Durant left. Now on to defense. The Warriors have always prided themselves on being a defensive juggernaut, but age and injuries have taken a toll. Jimmy Butler changes that. When he is healthy, tuned in, and wanting to play, he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league and capable of guarding multiple positions. With Butler on the floor, the Warriors can throw him at the opposing team's best player, whether it's a point guard, wing, or even a small ball power forward. Most importantly, his presence would take pressure off Steph and allow him to focus more on offense. And let's not forget that Butler's intensity and toughness would elevate the entire team's defensive mindset. His numbers might be strong, but can Jimmy be a leader again? Especially after everything that went down in Miami? For years, one of the most underrated aspects of Jimmy Butler's game is his leadership. He's not just a player, but a culture setter. Butler's work ethic and competitive fire are legendary. It's one of the reasons why his Heat were able to repeatedly travel to the playoffs and finals. When Butler believes in himself and his team, he stops at nothing to motivate and push them forward. Jimmy is the kind of player who helps everyone around him to be better. For a Warriors team that prides itself on chemistry and selflessness, Butler's mentality can be a perfect fit. He has said that he's not about individual stats, but about winning. And that's exactly what the Warriors need right now. Now, with that being said, Butler hasn't really shown that side of himself lately. We all know that things went south in Miami, and he ultimately hated playing there. He wanted to leave, and when he didn't get his wishes, he played hardball. He walked out of practice games, made some questionable public comments, and left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Because of that, some people feel the days of Jimmy leading a team are long behind him. But that might not be the case. Perhaps a change of scenery is exactly what Jimmy needed. And now that he's with Golden State, he could be a driving force of good for his team again. Of course, no trade is perfect, and there are some concerns. Jimmy Butler is 35 years old, and his best years might be behind him. And that just doesn't work with the Warriors' timeline. With Curry aging and the West only getting tougher, they can't afford to wait. They need Butler to get to work ASAP. During his first few games with the Warriors, Jimmy has averaged more than 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Williams double figures in this first half. Top shot from the baseline. And Steph Curry played the D. Curry pushed. Butler, touchdown!
That's much better than what he was doing in Miami. So it seems like this trade might have changed everything and might have injected much needed energy and skill in the shallow Warriors roster. So, what does this all mean for their championship hopes? Simply put, Jimmy Butler could be the piece that puts him over the top. Butler's ability to take over games in the playoffs would take the pressure off Steph and give the Warriors a reliable second option. And defensively, they'd be a nightmare for opposing teams. The path to another championship wouldn't just be possible, it'd be probable. At the end of the day, the Warriors are chasing history. They're trying to cement their legacy as one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. Jimmy Butler gives them the best chance to do that. He's a proven winner, a perfect fit for their system, and a player who thrives when the lights are brightest. Yes, he has had his problems, especially recently, but his history and career prove he has what it takes. For Steph Curry, this could be the move that extends his prime and adds another ring to his collection. For the Warriors, it's a chance to reclaim their throne. So what do you think? Is Jimmy Butler the missing piece for the Golden State Warriors? Could this trade be the move that brings them another championship to the Bay? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you get the latest content right when it drops. Until then, we'll see you next time.